my 2-year wedding anniversary. Sorry, ladies. My wife is skinny. Is that coming, did ya? My wife does skinny things. I told you in my last special, I've never dated a skinny person before. I'm from Iowa. We don't have skinny people in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my mom. My wife does skinny things, though. I've never seen this before. I swear it on the Bible. I watched my wife the other day. She bent over and she picked something up off the floor. You ever seen that? I was like, witchcraft, what are you doing? Because here's the thing, if I drop something, it's gone forever. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy a new phone. I don't care. I love my wife. My wife is amazing. I love her so much. She's an esthetician. She does. She keeps me looking young. I have moisturizers and serums and every night. I know, I am 74 years old. It's so good. She is. She's amazing. She's so nice to me too. We go out to eat all the time. We go to Waffle House. I love Waffle House. Oh, you ever been to a clean Waffle House? I know, we did one time. We were in Nashville, Tennessee. We walk in, the place was immaculate, and we said to the waitress, this place is so clean. And the waitress said, yeah, someone was murdered here last night. And the cops mopped up. It was amazing. My wife, though, she's an esthetician. She's a hippie. Y'all seen these people? I'm not so much here saying we're churchy people. We go to church, you know what I'm saying? I love Jesus. I love all that stuff. I believe in all that. I'm telling you, Jesus, miracles, angels, psychics, ghosts. I'm into it. Once you get to essential oils, I kind of stop though. No. I know. My wife goes one step further. She does crystals. Y'all do crystals around here? Okay, here's the thing, right? My wife, she's into all that stuff. I had a headache, right? So my wife, she hands me this healing crystal, and she goes, use this healing crystal for your headache. And so I swallowed it. Right? And then a little while later, she's like, how's your headache? I said, it's still there. She goes, well, did you charge the crystal on the full moon? I said, it's gonna see a full moon a little bit. I love my wife too, and I didn't know this. I didn't know when you fall in love that it's like I didn't know how you fall in love. I never fell in love before, right? Because I knew. All right, everyone wants to know like, how do you know you're in love and all stuff? I knew it was like 2 weeks in to our relationship. We were on the phone and we're talking. She said something, and I remember thinking in my head, I was like, that's my wife. That's the woman I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. I remember it was 2 weeks in. You can't like tell her at that time because if I was like, you're gonna be my wife, sounds like get in the basement. It's not. It does. You remember, y'all ladies? Remember when you fell in love with your husbands, right? I know, and like I remember the moment I knew that my wife was in love with me. We're on the couch. We're doing the googly eyes, you know, right? And we're like, I love you. Right? And I remember she just looked at me just deeply. And she let out the loudest fart that I've ever heard. And it shook the whole couch, you know, just like one of those. And that's how I knew, because she was comfortable with me. That's how you know. And then she's like, you can fart if you want to. I was like, you don't want me to do that. That's not. And then I did. And then she learned that my farts come from the depths of hell. Mephistopheles style. You know what I'm talking about? She's amazing. My wife is amazing. You gotta find things. Okay, let me tell you about the best part about my wife. My wife has 3 beautiful children. They're amazing. I love them. I became a stepdad. It's the best job I've ever had in my life. I love these kids more than anything in my life. And they're stupid. And I love them. I love my kids too. And I learned, here's what happened at the beginning of the pandemic, right? Everyone got together, right? And then comedy went away. I don't know if you guys remember that, but And then, but what happened was I went from being, I was an on-the-road comedian, and I became a stay-at-home dad full-time. It was stupid. I had to learn how to cook and clean and do dishes, and I was a lunch lady and a math teacher, and I had to learn Common Core math. And I don't know if you ever done Common Core math, but it makes you want to move to Canada. You know, it's stupid. I didn't know. I didn't like that stuff. But I learned a lot about my kids. I learned a lot about my childhood first. When I got kids, y'all remember those moments? I remember, like, my kids, here's the thing. My kids think that they get away with everything all the time, right? And I learned when I got kids that my parents were tired. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. In my house, you can do whatever you want to after 9:30 if you're quiet. We don't care, right? I know. My kids, though, oh my God, we just went back to school, y'all. My kids had a little sleepover, and I swear to all, it was 3 a.m. and all my kids are screaming in the living room at 3 a.m. with their little friends, right? And my wife, she goes, go get them in trouble, right? And I don't know about you other dads in here, but for bedtime, I just wear gym shorts. You know what I'm saying? I just wear basketball shorts to bed. And so I go out there to get my kids in trouble, and all 3 of my kids look at me and go, oh, gross! And they're like, put a shirt on before you punish us. Ew. I know, because I was like, this is your punishment. You ever do that? You'd be like, look at it. Look. Sorry. Look. Okay. I love my kids. I learned things too. Here's the thing, we got 17, 13, 11-year-old. They're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love these kids more than anything. But they think they get away with everything. My 17-year-old, oh my goodness, let me tell you. And now, you know what I learned? Is that you love your kids for different reasons. Y'all have that? Where they have like such different personalities that you love them for different reasons? Okay, my 17-year-old, he's a man. He loves grease and dirt and not washing his hands. That's what he likes, right? And people are like, I want to meet your kid. I'm like, don't shake his hand. It's gross. It's, right? Oh my gosh, my 13-year-old, totally different from his brother, right? He's so different. He's funny, and he's empathetic, and he's kind, and he's generous. And my favorite thing, he loves fashion. He's into sneakers. But my favorite thing that he does is that he loves to wear suits and ties to church. And it's so cute. And he has bow ties that match his shoes. And I'm just like, oh, he's so cute. Because we don't know at this point if he's gay or Mormon. We don't know. You know how it is? It's like every night we're praying, like, please don't be Mormon. Please don't be Mormon. And that was the last show Josh ever did in Utah. Yes? I love my LDS people. Tell my daughter's tiny, she's blonde, she's adorable. She's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. And she is the meanest person I've ever met. She's so mean. It's so much fun. If you have a mean kid, it's so much fun to watch them be mean to other people, isn't it? I love it. Not so much towards you, but to other kids, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a boy in her class who's picking on her, and then so instead of being mean back, right, instead of like fighting back with him, right, she's an artist. She's a really good artist. She's a great drawer. So she drew him a picture with a house and a rainbow. At the top of it, it said, your parents' divorce was your fault. The principal called us on that one too. And I was like, here's $40 for that joke. That's really funny. That's so funny. She is. She's so funny. Not so much towards you. Like I picked her up from Sunday school, right? And I said, hey, how was Sunday school? What did you learn? And she goes, we learned that God made everyone perfect in his image. And I said, oh. And I was being silly. I said, God made this perfect, right? And then she grabbed my belly and she goes, you did that to yourself, fatty. I think it's true, man. It's just so fun, man.